Welcome to Evolution on the Mic. I am your host, Ariana de la Cruz.
And I'm your co-host, Antoine Dove.
And we are back, season 6, Faith in God, episode 6, Faith and Doubt. Can you have both? That's a good question, y'all. In our last episode, we had a guest speaker, Lavelle Mendez, my best friend, my sister in Christ, about her faith walk with God. That episode was, for me, like one of the best episodes that we've had, because I feel like we truly covered faith in God and how that looks in someone's life. And I feel that everything Lavelle shared really encompassed everything that it takes and how it really looks to have faith in God despite, your trials and tribulations. So if you guys missed that one, I highly recommend that you go back and watch it, because it was an amazing episode with so many gems, such impactful information in there. So check it out. On today's episode, though, we will be discussing whether doubt and faith can coexist, right? Some of the most faithful figures in the Bible wrestled with doubt at different points in their journeys. This episode will explore whether doubt is a sign of weak faith, or can it be used as a tool for deeper spiritual growth. But before we get into all of that, Antoine, how you doing? How you been?
I'm great. I'm great. I agree with you about that last episode with Lavelle. It was so impactful hearing about her experience and her journey. And I think we need to get more guests on the show. I think we need some more people to talk about their faith walk for sure, because it definitely helped to open my eyes to some things that I think I could be doing even better in drawing myself closer to God as well. But other than that, the week's going great. Off to a good start. Ready for this episode and ready to get started. How are you, Adi? What's going on?
Awesome. I'm great. And I agree with what you're saying. Like, we need to have more guest speakers. So if anybody that's watching, just put it in the comments, hit us up if you feel like there's something on your heart, if you feel like there is a part of your journey that you want to talk about, you know what I mean? I would love to have more guest speakers, right? So we need to know, though, right? Who is out there that is willing to share, that's willing to come on the show and share with our audience something that is close to their heart, something that, you went through, something that God helped you overcome, right? Because this season is all about faith in God. And it would be awesome, right, if we had a couple more people to bring in, because God is amazing. And I'm sure he's been amazing to, a lot more people. And to put that on display is such an honor, right? It's an honor for us to be able to do this and put it together. And it honors God to show the people, his children, like what is possible, right? Because faith is a tough one, right, for some people. Yeah. But I'm doing good. I move next week. I keep saying next week, but I move in 2 weeks. So my move is definitely getting closer, continuing to sell things off in my apartment. So it's getting emptier and emptier by the day. And, officially, got somebody to take, to sell my car to, which is amazing. Nice. So I already, set that in motion. So, I'm just extremely excited. I'm extremely ready for what's to come. I'm extremely ready to land in Costa Rica. I'm extremely ready to be in my beautiful apartment, to have my beautiful view of the ocean, and to be on the beach, to see the mountains. I'm just excited for the experience that, my human self gets to experience in this lifetime, right? Because I know there's no better place to be, right, than in the spiritual world. But, we're living a human experience, and I'm just so grateful to, have this experience and embrace it. And I'm just ready. You know what I mean? Like, the scary thoughts that I had and everything, I'm just done with them. I completely have surrendered. And I'm just like, God, like, you do what you need to do. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready for it all. So yeah, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at. It feels a little surreal,
I love it.
But I'm so excited.
I could see the easiness kind of flowing through you as you're talking about it. I almost feel the Costa Rican vibe coming off of you right now as you're talking. Very just like mellow, chill, beautiful weather. I could feel it. It's coming through the camera for sure.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Like, there's just so much work that has gone into, this journey of me moving to Costa Rica in the last few weeks. Like, I would say the last week and a half were, a bit of an eye opener for me.
Yeah.
And, just of who I am, the things that I'm not too proud of, of saying, things that like that I struggle with as a person, right? As an individual, right? There's struggles that I've faced that, not feeling like I'm a good person, not feeling like I'm genuine, not feeling like I'm selfless and like other centered. Like, I struggled with those thoughts and those feelings. And I
Mm.
struggled with having my cup filled by what people think of me, right?
Mm.
By what I have and the exterior things. And I didn't know that I really was like that until something happened that triggered these negative thoughts of myself. And it
Mm.
was something someone said or something I thought someone was thinking of me, probably wasn't even true. But I started to create these stories and I started to feel less than.
Mm.
And that moment, like it spiraled into me, asking myself and asking people around me to help me see the situation in the way that, like, the bigger picture of it, because I was so stuck in the, what I think they think of me, and starting to feel bad about myself and I'm not really that good and doubting myself and all these things. And I just had an awakening, right? Like, and this was the awakening moment for me. If today I had nothing, right? I had no, like, I didn't have no money. I didn't have, this beautiful place that I live in. And I had to go back to live with my mom. How would I feel about myself as a person? And that image, that thought was not, it was horrific.
Mm.
I didn't see myself as someone that, if you take away all my accolades and what I've been able to accomplish, me as a person, I wasn't feeling too good about her. The
Mm.
human me, like the me in this carnal state. And I was like, well, we need to start working on that,
Mm.
because you cannot allow other people to fill your cup. You cannot allow accolades and money to fill your cup, because then you're burdening the people that love you just as you are, because now they have extra work to do to make you feel good every day. It's too much, right? You need to be able to do that for yourself, no matter what you have. It's about being a good person. It's about what
Mhm.
can you offer as a human to another human, and filling that bucket up with amazing things that just I'm contributing, that I'm doing, that I'm giving, that I'm doing it genuinely, that I'm thinking of others, and kind of taking, the accolades out of it. And now I feel like I'm completely surrendered to, you know, whatever people might think of me. If they are like talking bad about me or good about me, like, none of that I want it to affect me. Because if
Mm.
they are and things are going sour in my mind, I want it to be, well, you know what? I did my best. I am doing my best. I am good. Everything, I am a good person, and I can actually tell myself, because of this, and this, because of actions that I took, right? And it's like, that's how I want to live my life now. So I think a big burden have been has been shaken off of me. And I
Mm.
think that's what you feel when you say, I think you give me Costa Rica vibes, because I feel like God knew I couldn't enter Costa Rica territory with the mindset that I had, because Costa Ricans don't live like that, right?
Right.
They
Right.
live like pura vida, like pure
Mhm.
life,
Yeah.
and like chill. They don't stress. They're not about having the fancy things and the glamour, the glitz and glamour. Like, they're just pure living their life without stress, um, doing the most. It's like, I'm gonna take my time, the slow pace life. And it's like God was like, you need to calm down and you need to live a pura vida, chill, relax, calm down, like, stop running, and you know, um, be more community based.
Mhm.
So I think that, like, yeah, that's, I think he's just preparing me because of what I'm gonna step into.
Love
And
that.
the person that I've been is, not in alignment with the Costa Rican vibes. So
Mhm.
I need to get there. And I feel a burden lifted off of me completely. Like, I feel like kind of a different person on who I want to be and how I want people to, the things I want people to say about me. I want the story to shift. And I don't want it to be just about my accomplishments and, the money that I have or how I live and the exterior. I want the conversation to be, damn, Ariana really, took time and helped me out with this. She gave me some great advice. Ariana, was selfish in this, and this. She thought about me and it wasn't about her. And I want that to be the conversation more than anything else. I want it to be more about my generosity, my ability to be genuine and mindful of others and thoughtful of others and sacrificial for others, even if there's nothing in it for me, right? I want to be able to sometimes take the short end of the stick and be okay with it. Like, you know what? Maybe they did use me. Maybe I did get the short end of that stick, but I know God got me. Like, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to hold on to a grudge. It's okay. God got me and live that life. And I don't think that I was there. I think I had moments of being like that, but I don't think that's who I consciously wanted to be or thought that it was important. So, long-winded
Wow.
explanation.
Oh, that's powerful.
but
That's powerful. So many good things said in that. So powerful.
everything that you're feeling right now is definitely the work that I feel like I have broken through in the last 2 weeks. And it's like, wow, right before I leave, I just feel like God is moving and shifting me as a person. Nothing
Yeah.
to do with my professional life, nothing to do with my accolades, nothing to do with achievements, just me as a human. And I think that she's important, and that I need to work on her, and I want her to be the best human possible to others. And that's the thing that's most important to me right now is just that. If I can overcome that, and like people get a different vibe from me, like I'll be happy. Sorry to get
Mm.
emotional,
Oh, it's beautiful.
but it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for me in my life to be genuine and selfless. And now that's something that I really want to overcome and do and have people noticing.
Mm.
Oof. So off topic, y'all. Sorry. But you know what I mean? I think that if we're gonna do evolution on the mic, you guys gotta see the evolution. And this is it in action right now. I'm definitely evolving. And it's definitely taken doubt. We're talking about faith and doubt.
Yeah.
So we can jump right into the conversation, because you know what? It does align. For me to get to this place, where I'm at now through I'm at the breakthrough. It took a lot of doubt. Am I capable of really, being more selfless and things like that? Like, that was taking time for me to get there. So, I know that sometimes people have doubt in many areas of their life, right? This is just one area where I've doubted myself and my abilities and who I can be. But I know that we all have doubt, and we maybe question ourselves. Is doubt a sign of weak faith?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to choose to believe that no, doubt is a tool. I believe that God puts there in all of us, right? Because we're all imperfect. We all have things that we need to learn. There's things that we need to grow from. And the only way to learn and grow from it is to go through it, right? So doubt is going to be there. But I think that God uses that as a tool for us to grow stronger in our
Mm-hmm.
trust in Him, to grow stronger in our spiritual walk, right? And anybody that's watching that's like, Ari, you're not alone. I've doubted myself, my abilities, the things that I'm doing. I'm doubting life right now as I'm watching this. Lean into that doubt and understand that doubt can be used as a tool to strengthen your relationship, to create you to be a better person, to develop your spirituality. you know
Right. Yep.
so those are the things that kind of I feel like intertwine and hit me when I'm going through my processes of my doubt, of um, you know, how can I convert this doubt into something meaningful with God?
I totally, agree with you on the doubt as being a tool. When I think of doubt, for me, I really see doubt as an opportunity. Like doubt is an opportunity for us to show our trust, to show our faith in God, and almost look at doubt. Like I kind of look at doubt as like an alarm bell ringing, like when you start to feel doubt come on, it's like, oh yes, this is an opportunity. I know that everything in my body is saying that this is not going to work or this isn't going to go
Yeah.
right, but I believe through my heart down to my soul that God is going to open this door. God is going to make this happen. God is going to make me take that next move that's going to allow me to experience something new. And I feel like we all teeter totter on which side of that we fall on. Are you going to
Mm.
completely allow doubt to, succumb you and take over everything? Or are you going to allow doubt to be something that motivates you, or doubt to push you in a direction to where you're like, okay, God, I know what your word has said. I know what you've shown me in the past. And I know that you are more than capable to make anything happen that I need to happen. I just need to show you that I have the faith and trust in you. So I agree with you. I think, doubt itself is not a sign of a weak faith. Doubt, if anything, is an opportunity to flex your faith muscles to be able to show that I am aligned with where God is taking me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, all of us do, even down to the Bible, the disciples doubted, like,
Yeah, it's
the
normal.
people doubted, like everything surrounding, um, history, right, was filled with doubt at first.
Yeah,
People had to see it to believe it, you know? And I think that's, a life short lived when you have to see it to believe it. It's more
right.
fulfilling, right? When you are living your life and where with this inner vibration of, I don't see it, like see it for myself, but I know that God is going to come through, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's steps to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think in every venture, in anything that we're doing that's new, there's doubt is going to be the first thing. I don't think there's anyone on the planet that's just like starting something new, getting married for the first time, having their
Mm-hmm.
first child, starting a new career, going back to school, buying a home, first time home buyers, like situation. There's going to be doubt first. But that
Right.
doubt is going to lead us to being inquisitive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why am I doubting? What's causing the doubt? Maybe the thing that comes to mind first is I'm fearful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to do a good job? Is this going to work out? Is this worth it? Should I be doing this? Is this the time? You know, like, is something bad going to come out of this? So you know what I mean? That doubt is usually because of fear. And then we got to
Right.
lean into that. And
Yep.
it's like, okay, I know what I'm being fearful of. Then the next thing is, do I have control over this? As this human in this life, do I have control over all these fears and all these doubts and all this uncertainty? The answer is 100% of the time going to be no,
Right.
right? You
Yep.
don't have the control. And we all get to a point where we're just like, I'm done. I can't sleep. I have anxiety. I feel, I'm moody. Maybe, you've been in a bad mood with the people around you because you're just so angst and you're so fearful and you're not moving forward and you feel stuck and you're doubting. And it gets to a point where you start like, I don't know what I don't have the answers. I don't know how it's going to happen. And that causes you to look to God,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I don't want to feel this way no more. I don't know what I'm doing. And I am going to put this in your hands and I just want reprieve from this. I just want to have a clear mind. I don't want to feel anxious anymore because I don't have control. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to put it in your hands and surrender to you. That decision is what strengthens your trust in God.
Yep.
But it all started with doubt. If you didn't
Yep.
have the doubt, you wouldn't have seeked God, right? If you felt like you were in control and that you got it and things were going great, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have really pressed you to put it in his hands and know that he got it and that he's gonna do good by it. Even if it's just in the beginning, you have a relief of, I'm not stressed out anymore. I don't have the anxiety. I'm getting a good night's sleep. I'm being nice to the people around me because I'm no longer on edge, right?
Right.
But then he turns that into something beautiful in the end. And that's when like timing comes in and we can get impatient. Like I've said before numerous times in other episodes, right? We want to wait on God's divine timing. But that's when, we got to start practicing like that understanding. Things are not going to happen tomorrow. They're not going to happen right away. But I put it in God's hand and I trust that he's going to make a way. in
Mhm.
his time, in his way. And he will, you know? And so to me, that clarifies like deeply, having doubt isn't a indicator that your faith is weak or that you don't trust God or that there's no hope for you. Well, I have doubt, so that means I don't have faith, so let me just give it up and just continue being this way. No, that's when you have to start analyzing,
Mhm.
questioning, becoming inquisitive. And okay, I don't have all the answers. I'm going to surrender. And then you're going to see God come through in a beautiful way for you. And that is going to trigger the trust. That's going
Right.
to ignite trust. That's going to show you, whew, I gave it to him. He got it. Hallelujah. I can breathe. I can relax. I feel lighter. I feel great. And you can go about your life, making other decisions, knowing that God is working on that.